have to go on to another bus.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that you're having so much bullshit problems with
You know what? When you're intelligent and you're an activist and you don't give up and you fight for your rights, this system here will stab you.
It's not a very good system.
No, Nova Scotia is so corrupt it's extraordinary.
That's not, I think you might be surprised at how it is in a lot of different places.
You go to my website, see, wheelchair rights.
What is it on?
It's right on my sign on my chair.
Okay.
You go to wheelchair rights and go have a look at what I've gone through. Go ahead and look.
Yeah, for sure. Wheelchair rights, you say?
It's right on, just look at the sign there.
It's on your chair. Oh, it's on your chair. You're like on your...
You go see all the reports and the things that I've gone through, but yet there's not one piece of legislation. You know, there's not a government document anywhere that has the word wheelchair written on it.
No?
There isn't. They don't have any standards for building ramps, doors, or anything else.
Wow.
It doesn't exist.
Doesn't seem very fair.
You know why? You know why all this has been going on? Because there's never been a guy like me come along that's fighting for the rights of disabled people. Because no one's ever spoken up and fought for the rights of disabled people.
No, like I said, I remember coming to work here 10 years ago. Whoops.
It's okay.
And them finishing the last few curbs in the city with.
There's a lot more they have to do, but I mean, just before I get off the bus, all the curb cutouts they did in downtown Halifax, where all the hills are.
Yeah.
Concrete is very slippery. Never mind the rest of the sidewalks, but the curb cutouts.
Yeah.
When you're on a slope, you need traction, and they have to rough the concrete up. So they put in score lines. And you know what the idiots did? They put all the score lines in the same direction as the slope. So when you hit the score lines, your tire only has a small spot that touches the ground, okay?
Yeah.
You've got lines going through, so you've got practically no rubber touch, and you slide right onto the street.
So in the winter it's even worse.
At any time.
Yeah.
And I told the mayor about this. They need to go out and fix all the curb cutouts. They never fixed them.
Wow.
And believe me, go look at my reports.
I will. I'll check it out.
Man, I'm a reporter. I run a lot of websites. You can look at my reports.
Okay, I will.
Now you know why the shops are scared.
I can reach you on there too? Like I can contact you on
Well, you can send me messages. I'm all over the internet. You just go to wheelchair rights. Actually, hold on a second. I'm going to get off the bus. I'm holding everybody up. Yeah, but the people don't like reading. Okay. Here. Enjoy my photography, which is really well fast. There's the wheelchair rights one.
Okay.
And the one underneath there will scare you to death.
Okay.
Those are all, I have a lot of websites.
It's Dan?
Yeah.
First Dan.
Hi, Chris.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, beautiful. No, I always tell the truth. I don't lie.
Yeah, that's fine.
Take care. Have a good day.
Okay, you too, and be careful.
I'm a photographer. I'm good with you. What's that?
Be careful with those tires too.
I know.
You're not lying.
You say beautiful.
It is.
She is. Right now, I'm trying to get used tires. That's why I'm doing all this. And it's the third time I go up there, and the guy's never there.
Right on. Well, listen, Dan, it was good talking to you.
Take care, man. Hey, don't forget, I did most of the talking.
Well, that's okay.
I know.
Enjoy listening. It was good.
I'm a Frenchman. What can I say? And I really am a Frenchman.
Careful.
Don't worry. I've been doing this for years.
Okay. I don't care if you damage the bus, just don't.
No, I won't.
Tire it.
The big casters are the problem. They don't always aim where I want them to go. Take care, guys.
Okay, Dan. You too. Stay safe.
You too. Watch out. So that's the first bus that I've ever seen that has the 4 tie-downs, and it's a new bus. So that reason why that happened is because I found out the other day that the bus drivers have been lying to me and telling me they don't have 4 tie-downs. So part of what and you look at the article I did on the coast, it's pretty shocking. Oh, no, you're good. Okay. I won't hit you. I'm probably the best driver you'll ever see in a wheelchair. Even with bald tires, I can drive better than anybody. Bus drivers usually freak out when I get it in one shot like this. Other people can't do it. Look at that. See? Oh, that's my beeper. See? What do you think? You guys
It's under wait, can we wait till it's up? Because if you fall off it, that's a loss.
Sure.
No, don't go back.
I'll go back.
You know, I wrote a report about that. They need a separate beeper that stays on the whole time the ramp is out. And it has to have a different sound than the kneeling one, eh?
Yeah.
There's so many things they could do to make things better. Like for your security,
Yeah.
when there's a wheelchair on board like this and you're tying it down, you should either close your door or keep that ramp up.
Right.
Well, no, I've told drivers that. You can get yourself mugged or hurt when you're on the ground like that. And I really don't...
Okay.
See what I mean? So this is what that the drivers' union should be very concerned that when you're in a vulnerable position that you're secure. If that door is open, okay, you really shouldn't be doing it this way.
Right.
When the wheelchairs are in and out, that door shouldn't be open so people can't come in while you're down. Because near your seat, you've got button security, you've got, you're safer, right?
Yeah.
So, thank you. Geez, she tied it, she hooked it perfectly the first time. A lot of drivers don't hook it up properly, eh?
What do you mean?
They don't slack it right, they don't tighten the belts, or the one on the floor pops out all the time.
Oh.
Yeah, it does, but you did it perfect, see?
Would you like the 315%?
But I really think that when you're working on a wheelchair, your door should be closed. Or the ramp should be up in the air to keep people from coming in and out of the bus. It's actually dangerous for your safety.
No, you're right. We shouldn't have to worry about things.
Well, the drivers' union should have figured that out years ago. You don't want to be in a vulnerable position with that door open like that. I mean, I don't know what the story was, but you heard the driver that got beat up here, like about a month ago, right?
Yeah.
At the terminal right here. Bus driver got beat up pretty bad by a couple of thugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the story was, but I know what happened there. There's a lot more crimes that happen than what the news reports.
Oh, yeah.
A lot more. I asked them one time, I said, why don't you report all the people getting run over at crosswalks? They told me that we can't report everything because if we did, we wouldn't be able to sell newspapers anymore. Because people don't want to keep reading all the bad news. Which is true. I did the research on my wheelchair rights website about people getting run over at crosswalks.
Yeah.
Or hit while they're in a crosswalk. And in this town, it's around 500 a year.
Oh, wow.
That's how I ended up in a wheelchair. I had a woman pull up and drive her car over me.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm lucky I survived. But
How long ago was that?
mine was about 5 years ago.
Oh, my.
And you know what the woman got for driving her car over me without stopping to make a left turn and took off?
Probation.
Nah, she got a $128 fine. That was it.
That was it?
That was it. When you drive over somebody's car, body with your car,
Yeah.
and you're not paying attention, you're dangerous like that, you shouldn't be allowed to drive at all.
No.
And if they had really strict penalties, let me tell you, there wouldn't be any more. Because every day people run through crosswalks.